Hey y'all, Fandom D Saint here. I'm going to be reacting to Supernatural Season 14, Episode 7, so let's get to reacting.
It's not like I want to do this.
Finally,
okay?
Nick's
I
back in
need
the
to.
plot.
You really should help me.
Yo, how'd you ended up to a priest now?
So you brought this on yourself.
Yeah, heal him up, man. Please let it be enough. Ah, he's still choking up blood.
But I mean, weird stuff happens to kids all the time. Like coughs, bloody noses.
This ain't a normal kid, Dean.
Jack? Jack?
Oh, he got out of bed. Oh, having a seizure.
Father.
He's dead.
Cause of death?
He was stabbed through the heart and he exploded.
Really?
Okay, you know what? We don't have time for this, right? He's sick. His name is Jack Klein. His father exploded. There, you got all the basics. Now, what does he need to do to see a doctor?
Well, that'll do it.
Hey, gentlemen, you leave me outside, please.
What's happened? Is he gonna be okay?
The doctor will handle it.
Okay. Jack, we're right here.
That's how you know they love this kid.
Yeah, he saw someone leaving my house the night of the murders and then he changed his story.
It happens. People say things in the heat of the moment and then realize they're not so sure.
Even you gave
Did
up
he
on the
really
story.
see the murderer?
There was almost no evidence at the crime scene. The cops had zero to say to me. I even played with the idea you did it, but
Oh, I was getting hammered at the Elks Lodge that night.
Oh, he has an alibi.
Okay, do you happen to remember who was assigned to my neighborhood that night?
I think so. Are you sure it was Frank? Frank Kellogg.
Frank Kellogg.
Last I heard, he was doing
gonna
great
kill
training
him.
We have to run more tests.
More tests.
Yes, until we can figure out what's happening to him.
What is happening to him right now?
This is not
Jack.
normal. This is like a spiritual type thing, man.
Jack's in total systemic failure. His body's in the process of shutting down.
Oh.
Then let's get him out of here. Let's bring him home. Let's do what we do. Let's find a way. Hell, I was even thinking maybe Rowena.
Ah.
The Book of the Damned,
Which, you stole.
which I borrowed amidst the ruckus of those folks arriving from the other world, but we can talk about that later. Just how sick is Dean?
Yeah, about that.
Said it was Dean.
I don't know how well you got to know our friend Jack with everything that was going on when you were here, but we've sort of been taking care of him, and he's Lucifer's son.
Goodbye.
That's why I'm like,
He's
I
a
saw
great
that they met.
His mother was a
I
fantastic
think they did.
human.
Sam and Dean, they say such nice things about you.
They do?
You saved all of us from Apocalypse World.
Well, that's true.
So, before you go, I just wanted to say thank you.
Aww. Go save him, damn it.
Jack.
Now, what you got, Rowena?
When Jack's grace was taken from him, his being fell into chaos. The cells are gobbling each other up.
Damn.
Well, if it's Grace he needs, he can have mine.
Oh dear, it won't do. Jack is part archangel and needs a much stronger force. And probably some kind of magic, and he needs it quick.
Popcorn.
I don't
What's
exactly
wrong
know,
with
but he's in
Dean?
a critical phase.
Evening yourself.
You're out here alone. That's sort of dangerous, isn't it? Weird. That sounded weird.
It did.
Meet my friends.
Get away from me.
What?
Get away from me now.
Before my life is over, I want to live it. I just want a chance to get a tan or see a hockey game.
Don't give up hope, man. They're gonna
Get a
get through
parking
this.
Well, I just got off the phone with Ketch. He's got a line on a shaman.
A shaman.
Yeah, the British Men of Letters used to use him as a consultant whenever they needed to solve the unsolvable. He was their guy. He's an expert in mysticism.
What's up with Dean?
Hey, just relax. Take it smooth. Don't overthink it. Here we go.
Teach him how to drive the Impala.
See? Huh? Yeah. Perfect.
You better not crash it.
Whoa, let's keep it in between the lines.
Are you sure you want to handle this alone?
I feel the need to do something. And I think Dean's right. We can't afford to overlook any possibility.
That's saying he went alone on the mission. He got jumped.
Losing, a son feels different.
Sure is.
I just wanted to talk to you for a couple of minutes about the night you came over my house.
Pal, I've been to a lot of houses.
Yeah, but this was in Pike Creek when you were a cop 9 years ago.
No, he remembers.
I don't remember you.
No, I wasn't there. My wife and my son were there.
The stuff I'd miss, it wouldn't be things like Tahiti or the Taj Mahal. I miss more time with you. I'm getting that life isn't all these big, amazing moments. It's time together that matters.
Sergey?
Oh, this doesn't even look good. Where is the shaman at?
Sergey?
Yo.
Angel Castillo. Who else?
You see
It's Tim, man.
Is the holy fire really necessary?
Self-preservation makes many things necessary.
Whose grace is that?
Archangel Grace.
Vintage. From Gabriel. In trade for my homebrewed cloaking spell. He used it to hide away in Monte Carlo.
With porn stars, yes, I know the story. Then what is it that you want?
I don't know. But tell the Winchesters they owe me.
No. That better not bite us in the butt later.
You saw somebody leaving my house, didn't you? Didn't you? It was a cop.
No.
He said when he told the cops what he saw, they threatened him. They said, keep your mouth shut or else. And it's like there was a, what do you call it, cover-up.
Your wife called the precinct. Thought she heard a prowler.
Weird.
I'm walking up the front path. No backup. And suddenly from out of nowhere, there's this guy.
There's this guy.
Said his name was Abraxas.
I don't know that name. Lucifer knew that name.
I knew it was a demon that killed his parents. Not his parents, his wife and
I
kid.
was out of my head that night. I wouldn't kill anyone.
Even if it wasn't you, it was still you.
Come on, Nick.
I can't let that slide. I'm sorry, Frank.
No.
I thought he was gonna smash his hands, but really? He's gonna smash his head in?
Here you go.
Come on, take that grace. He back.
It's great.
Good, he ain't gonna die anytime soon.
Jack.
Oh, come on.
Did you say the words right?
I did!
Jack. Say them again.
Oh, come on.
And were we?
Victory through experimentation.
This was an experiment. You never said that. If Jack dies,
Come
I
on.
will find you.
Might as well find him now.
I like doing these things, and I don't want to stop. to you and what you are. I think
What's happening here?
it's how you first found me.
This looks similar to that
don't
empty
know.
dude.
Help me.
What in the world was that? This is just madness. Like, can't save the boy? So, not gonna lie, this was a good episode of Supernatural. For starters, Nick, finally, we've been wondering what the hell you've been doing for several episodes now, because last time we saw him, I think was episode 2, where he bashed his neighbor's skull in with a damn hammer or whatever, but finally figured out what in the world happened that day. Who killed his wife and kid? And my theory, several episodes, reactions ago, was almost correct. 80% at least. Come on, give me that 80%. Where I said, okay, possibly a demon possessed the neighbor, and killed the wife and kid. And maybe, that's the whole reason why the story was kind of like off. So, like, I kind of saw someone, but I didn't see someone. So he was probably possessed or whatever. But turned out it wasn't, the neighbor that was possessed. In fact, it was that cop that when the wife pretty much called about a disturbance, he pretty much was like, going around. Next thing you know, a demon possesses his body and, ends up killing the wife and baby, which kind of makes sense, especially when Nick was like, wait a minute, that name sounds familiar. Lucifer knows that demon, so that's why he kind of remembers. So it's like, okay, it kind of makes sense. When it comes to angels, even like Satan himself, Lucifer, he still needs consent from that vessel to, hop in. So when you think about season 5, episode 1, we're pretty much hearing about, Nick, troubled life. Before that, it seems like his life was like so good that if Lucifer would have visited him and his wife and they were still alive, he probably would have said, no, get away. So certain situations needed to occur for him to say yes. So the demon was like, okay, I'm gonna, possess the police officer. Ended up killing the wife and baby to the point that, hell, when Lucifer comes a knocking, you're gonna say yes so he can pretty much occupy your body. And damn, just think about it again, Lucifer, god damn it. You're thinking of everything. So if it wasn't Lucifer's plan, then pretty much the demon's plan. They wanted to make sure the apocalypse would happen, and when it does begin, Lucifer has a body until Sam said yes in that season 5 finale. But damn it, as his subplot was wrapping up in this episode, he pretty much was praying some type of goo, some type of black goo was forming on a skeleton, and then the whatever being that came out had red eyes, and I'm just like, did they really just kill off Lucifer? Just to bring him back some shape and form within this season? Or is that, that black goo tar thing kind of reminds me of that entity that was in the empty? So who knows? Maybe it could be just something else that the show can come up with. Maybe it is Lucifer. Who knows? Like, just showing us the empty and that entity there. It's like, okay, you just showed us that entity just once. Or is that entity going to be like a future big bad? Like, this show ain't gonna end anytime soon. I can see it having like 25 seasons. Who knows? It's like, come on. You might as well just at one point go back to the empty, get that entity, make him a big bad. Who knows what's gonna happen? But it pretty much kind of looks like Lucifer, because like, what else we know has those type of red eyes or so? Kind of has to be him. Who knows? I just can't wait to see that reveal on what in the world was pretty much Nick praying to. That pretty much formed out of nowhere. It has to be Lucifer though, right? Am I right? But the other episode, before I begin to like go on a tangent there on Nick, freaking whatever that entity was pretty much is Lucifer. Jack. Throughout the episode, I'm like, come on, someone help this dude out so he doesn't end up dying. They took him to an actual hospital and they were like, his system's being shut down, but it's like we're still running tests because we don't know like what truly is going on here. They call up Rowena. She really couldn't do anything. Ketch pretty much called a shaman who we thought that the spell plus the, Archangel Grace was pretty much was going to help us out, but it really didn't do anything. Even the shaman didn't even know. He was pretty much just test subject there. It's like he didn't even knew either. So it's like, is Jack really gonna die, or at the last minute before he dies, something happens and his grace somehow returns? It's like, I don't know at this point. It's like, should we go to freaking the cage, get freaking Michael, slash some of his grace, and just like pump it into freaking Jack? Like, you don't want to do that, but at the same time, you got an archangel in the cage. He ain't doing nothing important. Just take his goddamn grace because he's not using it, really. And bada bing, bada boo, Jack is back. But nope, they're not gonna do that, obviously, because I think the show at this point either forgets Michael, he's just a butt of everyone's joke, at least our Michael, because other universe Michael's pretty much still out there somewhere, and not once but twice. There was a point in time when Rowena was talking to Sam, Dean, and Castiel, suddenly Dean was out of focus, and we hear that angel frequency. Even when Sam was talking to me, like, he was dazed out, he's kind of like hearing that angel frequency. It's like, oh no, is the other universe Michael making a comeback, and is he close? Is he still in the body of Dean just healing? I remember when one person said that they could be pulling a Gadriel, I think that's his name, that one angel who allows for Into the Garden of Eden type situation within the show's history, supernatural like lore, history, and thing. So it's like, is it gonna be the same way where Sam was okay, but in the back of his mind, I think there was freaking Gadriel, healing him and stuff. So at this point, it could just be Michael in the back of freaking Dean's mind or so, just hiding out, healing ever since he got stabbed in previous episodes. So it's like, what's going to go down this season? I honestly cannot wait. And for damn sure, we're going to hunt down that shaman to help us out. If not, he is going to feel the wrath of Castiel, the true daddy of Jack. Like or dislike the video. Comment what you guys thought of this episode. What do you guys think is that freaking black goo thing? Obviously, it could be Lucifer. I keep on saying it's obviously Lucifer. At the same time, it could be a new big bad or so. Like, I don't know. Till then, I am Fandom D Sing, and I am signing off.